Hi everyone, it's Helen here. How is everyone today? I've got my box here. This came to me a couple of days ago, so I knew I would have to show you live tonight. So I'm hoping you're excited. I'm excited. So how is everyone today? I can see that there are a few people already here already, and they've been chatting away. So hi Lynn, hi Sherry, and if you're new here, pop on and say hi. Happy to see old faces and old names as well. So again, if you're watching on the replay, I'm going to do a few minutes of chit chat and then we're going to go straight into this box. And if you are watching on the replay as well, feel free to join in on in the comment section, and if you have any questions I can answer those too. So hi Gillian. So pop on, say hi, say hi. So this is my new box, and I will have some further information on how to get your hands on this. This is a subscription box, and there are loads of different, I think there's three, not loads, there's 3 different levels that you can go for. I know some of you will already be subscribed to this, so you'll be getting your box. I don't know when they're going to be shipped, but it's going to be towards the end of the month, I think. So we're just waiting for box 12 to be posted out. So I haven't got box 12 yet, so mine will be sent out at the end of the month, I believe. And hi Lucy, hi Mary, and hi Boher, and hi Kim and Chloe. Hello everyone. Okay, so I'm thinking we've got quite a few people in here already, so I'm going to just dive straight in. So before I do that though, I just want to give you a quick bit of information. I'm going to be reading this out, but there are links down below so you can actually read it in person. Okay, so this is the Papercraft Society box. We get a new one every single month with a different designer. It's my turn this month. This is my 3rd box, so I'm super excited that I get my 3rd box is Christmas again. I'm just so excited that I just love Christmas. So and I had to have the Nutcrackers. I am absolutely bonkers about Nutcrackers. So is my sound okay? Actually, before we carry on, is my sound okay? Because I've moved my microphone elsewhere. I'm not actually wearing it this time, so just a bit of feedback from there, no pun intended there. Okay, so you have until 20th of November to order your box, and it is a monthly subscription. Well, prescription could be. It depends how you'd like to view that. But anyways, if you choose month to month, which you can cancel at any time, it's £24.99 a box. If you go for a 3-month subscription, which I think there'll be another Christmas one after this one, I'm not too sure. I don't know what's next after me, but I think we had 2 or 3 Christmas ones last year. I could be wrong, but anyway, if you go for a 3-monthly subscription, that is a saving there of 5%, so that's £23.74 per box. And also you can go for an annual subscription as well, but all the information, there'll be a link down below that will take you down there. And again, if there are any leftover boxes, they will be they'll go back onto the Craft Stash website, and we can't guarantee if there's actually going to be any boxes left over at any given month. So if you really want your box, get your box. Okay, and in the UK it's free delivery, and there are thresholds here for I think it's £8.99 for Europe, mainland USA and Australia. So there's a lot of information on there, so I suggest you go to that website. The link for that will be down below, and it will tell you everything that's in there. Okay, so I'm hoping you can hear me okay. Everyone's saying I sound fine. Hi Chloe, I've said hi Chloe, and hi Christine, hi Margaret, and hi, is it Renee or Ren? Renee, I think it's Renee. Yes, Nutcrackers, we all love Nutcrackers. So I have Nutcrackers all over my house at Christmas, and I actually have one here. This is in my craft room. You can probably hear me trying to get it out. Anyway, I found his hat. Here's his hat. There we go. I couldn't get him out from behind my monitor. But anyway, it's a biscuit tin. Here he is. I'm sure I've shown you this before in one of my hauls a very long time ago. It's a bit dusty as well. But yeah, the one thing about Nutcrackers that does freak me out a little bit are these teeth here. But it wouldn't be a Nutcracker without those teeth, so I just ignore that part. You know, just let's say he's just smiling. So anyways, pop him aside. I love my Nutcrackers. It is my ambition, or something I want to do. I want to have a life-size Nutcracker in my home. I'm gonna have to get that up and down in the loft, but that is my next purchase. I think it's going to be a big Nutcracker. So anyway, let's have a look inside the box, because I've been talking for so long now. Okay, so I do have a couple of extras because I do have some more videos to film, so I'm going to pop that there. So I need to pop these aside. I will have 3 exclusive video tutorials to make with these extra supplies, and those will be available after you receive your subscription box. Okay, so inside we have a magazine. There's me on the front, and there's loads of ideas inside on what you can make with the contents. So I'll get to that in a moment, because I'm sure you want to see what else is inside. So here we have this wallet. So this is box number 13. So they all have these along the side there. Move that aside, and let's try not to get too much glare on this. So we have this lovely contemporary light, like sky blue, but we have all of these traditional colours mixed in with it. And again, with the stamp set, you can adjust this if you're more of a traditional Christmas person or more contemporary. You know, you can adjust things how you wish. Okay, so inside we have an A5 die. A die sheet there, A5 size. We have A5 stamps, and we have A5 papers, and there will be some cardstock. We'll be getting to that in a moment. So don't forget to share your makes. You can hashtag Papercraft Society. There we go. And I do have a brand new Facebook group as well. You can join there. It's Papercrafting with Helen Griffin, and there is a link for that down below as well. And so many of you have been sharing your stuff as well that you've been making from the Simply Made Cards range. I know, Lynn, I've seen them. I just need to go back and, you know, comment and everything. There's a few comments I need to add. So okay, so this is the A5 size die sheet, and we get loads here. So this is a cracker die, so there's loads of things you can do it. So you can use it singly, and it will make this one here. So this is what it will make if you just use this die, just one of them. Nice skinny cracker. So this will be perfect for popping in little sweets and things, and even on the tree it's perfect size for the tree. It's not going to be too heavy and weigh everything down. And what I've done is I've got my scoreboard out, and I've scored it every 1/4 of an inch, I believe. Yes, every 1/4 of an inch. So I've got creative, and I've made what would you call it, one with lines in. So there is that one, and again I've cut out 2 of these, and I've chopped one off, and this is what we're going to be making today. So this is a triangular one, and you can make a square one as well, but the gap in the center, the bigger you go from the triangle, the gap is going to be bigger. So you have to be careful that things don't kind of fall out. But in the booklet here, there are so many ideas. And let me show you one of my makes. Here we go. Here we have a triangular one, and so many ideas in here. And here again, I've made a cracker box using this with a step-by-step guide as well. Okay, so here we have loads of foliage and holly. We have the tree here and a banner as well. So we have all of these sentiments here, and the bow as well. And we have these little cutout dies. So let's move over to the stamp set. I'm still needing this, because these do coordinate together. So we have the ballerina, the Nutcracker, we have the horn here, and the drums there, and we have this die here that's going to cut out this drum, and we have the ballerina just here, and we have a Nutcracker outline die just there, and in the center here we have some snowflakes as well. But we have the holly, and you can get really decorative and creative with your pens and pencils. So let's pop this in here, and there's loads of sentiments as well. Have a cracking Christmas. So in the UK, I think in Canada as well, we're really big on our crackers. So I'm not too sure if Australia are or other countries, so let me know down below. I'll pop these over here. And here we have the A5 papers as well. Yes, Sherry, the Nutcracker chompers are quite chompy. So Lynn has a wooden Nutcracker. I have a few that I can hang on the tree as well. Hi, Papercraft Italia. Okay, so here we have the A5 papers. So we have 2 of each of the patterned papers. So we have 2 sheets here of the Nutcracker. We have this one here, which is very contemporary. It says Merry Christmas, and it's got that lovely deep, it's not a royal blue, it's the cross between it's got a little bit of a purple in it. So that says Merry Christmas. Again, it all matches. And here we have a floral take, like a florally sort of Christmas, but this will go really well with the foliage that we have here, and again, any time of year. I mean, for my children, I make birthday crackers. I get some nice big birthday crackers there. I do have a tutorial for a massive one that I make. Okay, so this blue here matches the colour of the box, and here we have like more traditional vintage style decorations. So we have the glass baubles here and the orange segments too. Does anyone dry their own orange segments for Christmas? I have tried to do it before, but I wasn't very successful. Okay, and here we have some square toppers. See, these are die cut, so they just come apart, and you can use these in your card making. You can see if you can try and add them on a cracker, but they would be too big for that. But we kind of want to add extra things in every kit, so you're not just stuck to making one thing. So this is the same for every Papercraft Society box. We kind of make sure that you can make other things other than what's in here. So you can make lovely mini albums with these. You add them to your Christmas cards as well, and they will go with the stamp set too. And here we have 2 sheets of jokes. So traditionally we pop jokes inside our crackers when we pull them on Christmas Day. And so we've got, what is the best present in the world? The answer is a broken drum, you can't beat it. So yeah, we have some really, well, I'm going to say they're really funny jokes, because anything cheesy or funny, anything like that is really good, because when you're around a table, you get people, some people laugh, and then some people go, oh, I get it, so there are so many different ones in here, and you feel free to print your own jokes as well. I know that there's websites out there where you can print off extra jokes too. So those are the papers. I'm going to put these back in the order they came in. So you get 8 patterned papers in total. Okay, so that is the little wallet. So let's close that up. And again, if you want to dismantle your box and have all of your wallets all laid out, you can do, and they're numbered as well. Okay, so that is the wallet, and here is the magazine. I won't show you everything in here, but yeah, I made a lantern as well. There are loads of different ideas. I'm going to leave that because it's nice to browse through that as well, so I don't want to spoil the whole thing. Ah, good. That joke made Lynn laugh. So there is a traditional colour in here too. We have bright red tissue paper, and yes, I have opened it. I had to make sure that the kit was complete. So let's pop this out. Loads in here, and yes, I'm over the moon to bring you this Christmas crafting box to play with. So again, if you like to craft on your coffee table or take your bits and bobs elsewhere, or if you're going away on holiday, you can pack all of some of your Christmas supplies in this box. It doesn't have to be the Papercraft Society. It's a lovely Christmas box to take with you if you're going elsewhere for Christmas crafting. Okay, it might be easier if I take this out completely. There we go. So right in the center here we have all of the rest of the goodies. So we have the first ever embossing ink and silver embossing powder. I don't think we've had an embossing ink before, but I think I think it was Christina's one we had the gold, or was it Christina's? It might have been. So anyway, we've got silver for my box, and the stamp pad you're going to be needing to emboss. All you'll be needing to use is a heat tool. That's the only thing you'll be needing extra, and there's no way we're going to be fitting a heat tool in this box, just wouldn't fit. Okay, so here we have some miniature bells. These do jingle. Just make sure that's not too loud. That's not too loud. We're good. I'm not going to count those, but there's quite a few. Okay, here we have cracker pulls. This is why crackers are called crackers, because they make a little bang. So I will pull one of these. If you're wearing headphones, you might want to kind of protect your ears. I don't know, take them out a little bit. But I am going to pull this now. This is the only one I'm going to pull, okay? Let's move this aside so you can see. Right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that made my ears go, actually. That was pretty loud. Apologies if you're wearing headphones. I did give you a warning. Okay. That's made my earring, actually. Okay, so these are the cracker pulls. You get quite a few there, and again, you can order these online, and in the UK you can anyway. To make them fit into these crackers, just trim off the ones that you buy online once you've run out of these ones. And here we have silver ribbon. I'm just waiting for the comments to come now on that bang. Sorry if you're wearing headphones. Okay, so that is the ribbon. Lovely silver. I think it's double-sided so that it's a nice luxurious ribbon on both sides. Yes, it is. And here we have add a touch of sparkle to make Christmas magical. And on the back here we have instructions on how to make the different size crackers. So we've got 3 panels, 4 panels, 5 panels and 6 panels. And here we have the coordinating cardstock as well. I'm going to be popping that inside my wallet. So let's have a quick look at the colours. I'll see if this can slide off. We have red. And again, it's double-sided. It does have a white core. So we have red, we have the blue, we have nice blue there. I'd say that's night sky blue. And we have green there, and then we have it's a little bit, it's like an ivory, but it has a hint of pink in it, so it's a very creamy sort of ivory there. And again, if you just wanted to use traditional colours, you can just go for those two, and that will work really well with the matching papers if you want to go for a traditional colour. Okay, so I'm going to go into demonstration mode now, so I need to tidy up a little bit because I've made a bit of a mess here, and I also need to choose what cardstock I'm going to use. So in the comments, please write down what cardstock you want me to use for the cracker. We're going to be making the triangle cracker today. So I'll leave those out, and I'm going to pop all these back in the box. I'm going to be needing this. We're going to be doing some heat embossing as well. And again, at the bottom of the box, I love cardstock. I'm always going on about my favourite cardstock, which is Adorable Scoreable, and I also love their new matte one as well. And I also love the Centaura from Crafter's Companion. But throughout October, you can claim 15% off cardstock. Pop all these away, and then I'm just going to grab out the die I'm going to be using. I'm not going to break into the dies that are in my packet. I want to keep that nice, and I'm going to work with the kit that I worked for. I have it all here when I was making all of these samples, so I'm going to be using my kit that I already have out already. So what do you guys think so far? Do you like it? Okay, so I'm going to read through some of the comments now. So thank you, Shirley. So Jill saying dark blue, Sherry saying green, Debbie says green, Renee says blue, Kim says dark blue, Lynn says Nutcracker, and Margaret says blue. So yeah, we can actually use the papers there to actually use the dye on as well. So because I want to demonstrate some of the heat embossing, I'm going to go for plain card, and then we're going to try a Nutcracker from the stamp set, and I'm going to add a Nutcracker to that one. On my example I used the Christmas tree, so I just used the green card to cut that out. So everyone's saying the blue, which will look really nice, I think, with the silver heat embossing that I'm going to do. So I'm just going to grab myself a piece of paper. Actually, I'm going to try and get myself ready for heat embossing. So I'm going to fold my piece of paper in half, getting everything ready now, because I know when you start heat embossing it can get a little bit busy. So I'm just going to grab out, I've got an anti-static tool there. It's a bag with powder in, and the links for this will be down below, as well as my heat embossing. Now I absolutely love this one, this tool here. It's got 2 settings. Now I have had plenty of other heat tools before. My other favorite one was the Stampin' Up one, but sadly that one died, so I'm trying out this Wow one. I've had it a good 6 months now, and I've got to say I'm very impressed with it, so I absolutely love that one. Okay, so let's get the big shot out now. So the good thing about these sets is that they can go through a standard sized big shot. As you know, Simply Made craft dies do tend to need the larger machine, but this will go through nicely through here. So to make the triangle one, you need to cut out 2 of these. Let's get in frame. Just making sure my live stream is still going okay. It seems to be running nicely. Nothing like losing internet halfway through a stream. Okay, so there's the first one. And again, these just pop out here. And it's just about getting dusk now outside, so someone needs to be going out to lock the chickens away. I talk about my chickens a lot now, I think, so most of you probably know I have chickens, and it is now their bedtime. They need to be locked away so Mr. Fox doesn't come along. Okay, so I think there might even be enough room, if you leave enough room. I probably didn't, but there might be enough room there for another. Yes, there is. So if you wanted to be really conscious of your die cutting, you can make this by using the one sheet and die cutting another panel here, and if you have any excess, just trim that off. So you need to have one full one and one slimmer one with the tab on it. So let's pop all these out. So the 2 characters, do you mean the Nutcracker and the ballerina? Oh, Lynn's asking how many eggs this week. Okay, so we've had 3 eggs. We've had 3 eggs per chicken. No, that would be humongous amount of eggs. It's 3 eggs, 1 each per day. There we go. Gosh, can you imagine if chickens lay 3 eggs a day? You'd only need to have 1 chicken. But yes, they've laid every day, so 7 times 3. Okay, so first off, on the first panel, I'm going to fold everything in so it does all the score lines for you. Yes, Debbie, you're right. So I should actually demonstrate how to do it with the 3-piece. And I'll save the other blue one for another day. So let's quickly show you what I mean. It has the side with the tabs on. There we go, so there's my other panel, but it does have a few extra bits that I don't want, so I'm going to trim those off. I'm just going to grab my paper trimmer. Okay, so as you can see here, I have a line here, the score line, so we're going to cut it off at the score line. And I'm just lining up that line with my blade. And there we go, that is the other half that we need. I'm making a big mess beside me. Doing my best to tidy up all of my little bits as well. Yes, Lynn, have 1 chicken if it only laid 3 eggs a day. You wouldn't need 3, that would be 9 eggs a day, I don't think. Yeah, we've got eggs coming out of our ears, and one of them still laying the double yolks. So if you want to see a double yolk, I will do my best to remember to crack 1 egg while you're all here. It won't be today because they're downstairs now, but okay, so I've folded all the score lines, but we haven't included the score lines on here because on this design you don't really need them. But if you want to add them in, you can do. You can either manually fold them down just like that, just line up all of the edges and fold it. Or you can get your scoreboard out and just put those score lines in. It's up to you. So having it without the score lines means that we can actually make cards from this as well. You can make a cracker card because it wouldn't work very well if it had the score lines in. Okay, so that's the first one. Yes, so Lynn wants to see a double yolk. I can kind of tell which ones have the double yolks in because they're really big. I'm sure the chicken didn't enjoy laying it, but they are really big. They're bigger than all of the other eggs, and I don't know which chicken. They're all different. The eggs are all different shades of brown, so sometimes I can tell which chicken's laid what egg because we should have 2 mid browns and 1 dark brown. So I think it's the one with the dark brown eggs that is making these really big eggs. Okay, I have Teresa's just asking me what sort of chickens I have. So I have a Rhode Island Ranger, which is the red ginger one. I have a Golden Rock, which is black, with the black feathers take on a blue tinge to it. It's really nice. And I have a Bluebell as well. She's grey. She's not actually a blue colour, but she's a Bluebell one, and she's grey with like white specks. And they're all really friendly, actually. They're all really nice, especially the Rhode Island Ranger. She is super friendly, super duper friendly. and they all follow me around whenever I go in there. They literally follow you around. So yeah, show you the one, the chicken that lays the biggest egg is the one that looks, the grumpiest chicken. Okay, so I'm going to attach these together now to make our 3 sides. So I'm just going to use glue for this one. Then we can get on with heat embossing. We also have a park behind our house as well, so I think that helps to deter any foxes as well, because we do have a fox, a daytime fox, so it's very urban. We're right on the outskirts of our town, so we are near the countryside, but we do have a fox that comes in during the day. And I was hanging out the washing last year, and there was a fox jumping over all of our fences, so I know that there is a fox around. So having the children in the playground out the back does kind of help, because they are quite noisy. Okay, so I have my 3 panels put together now, and I'm going to just jump over now to the stamp sets. I'm hoping it's not too dark and you can still see okay. Okay, so here is my stamp set. So I'm thinking I'm going to go for, what did I do in the booklet? I know I did heat emboss. I went for the leaves for this one, and on the lantern I did the holly. So I'm thinking maybe I'll go for something different. Something still quite Christmassy though. I mean, it's all very Christmassy, so I think I'm going to try this ornament here. There we go. Just going to grab out my acrylic block here. There we go. Right, so I'm going to move over now to my anti-static powder. So this is quite a dark cardstock, and so what's going to show up more with silver on the dark cardstock is any specks and flecks left over from the embossing powder, because that can be quite static. So this is going to stop the static and stop the powder, the embossing powder, sticking to all the other bits where we don't want it. I'm hoping that makes sense. If you've done this before, you'll already know the kind of the science behind it, but if you're new to that, that is what this white powder is. And if you haven't used it with the white powder, like when I first started heat embossing 15 years ago, they didn't have this powder, and I didn't know the trick of using maybe talcum powder or anything like that, so I would always get little flecks and extra bits and extra bits of powder where I didn't want it. Okay, so I'm ready now. I've prepped this. I've got this is actually quite a juicy pad. This is the pad that I've used already with this set. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp this in random places all over. And again, if you want to add different images into this as well, you can do. And again, I'm going off the edge. That's one of my tricks that I like to do. And I'm trying to work fast because I don't want this ink to dry on me, because then it may not pick up some of the powder. Right, you need to work quickly and be ready for this. Okay, so that's why I got this piece of paper ready. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to sprinkle this on. And then when I get the heat tool out, headphone wearers, it may be quite loud. Just going to tap that off. Oh, I missed a bit here. There we go. So again, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a tap from behind, not a massive whack, because all the powder will come off then, being quite gentle still. So that's got rid of most of it. I think I'm happy with that. And then, because I've used a folded sheet of paper, I have gone off the edge a little bit. I'm just going to pop this back into the pot. I do have a little bit of excess here, so I'm going to wipe that away. Okay, I've got my heat tool now. I'm going to turn it on. I'm hoping that it's not going to be extra loud. If you have headphones, turn your volume down. Now. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm preheating, getting the gun nice and hot. There we go. So I'm going to leave that just to cool down before I start wiping it and getting all this extra powder off. And if you do have any awkward, before you heat emboss and you have a few awkward bits you want to just wipe off, you can use a tiny paintbrush and you can just brush away any areas, but do that before you start heat embossing, because now that is set in place. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's looking, I'm hoping that the camera was able to pick up the shine as it was heating through. Okay, so now we're ready to do our little nutcracker. I'm going to have a little nutcracker, I think, on the front of the card. And again, I'm going to need the coordinating die. Here it is, it's right next to me. I'm looking all the way over there for it. Okay, so here is the die here. I'll show you a little trick what you can do. Sometimes it can be really tricky to stamp your image and then die cut it out, because you're not wondering whether, you might be wondering whether you're going to actually cut out off one of the edges of the outline. So I'm just going to grab some white cardstock. I'm just going to run this through the die cutting machine. Out comes the big shot. Here it is. I lost my top plate last week. It took me a while to find it. There we go. So keep this and these. Just keep them both. And I'm going to use a stamping platform. I need to reach up high for that one. I'm only 5'2", so I have to really reach on the shelves. I'll turn this around that way because I don't really want to have too much glare. Okay, so let's pop this way. I'm going to pop this inside. There we go. Keep that in place. This will lift up again, but we can pop it back into place. So now you can place your stamp where, to your best of judgment, where it's going to go. There we go, it didn't lift up, that's good. Okay, so I'm thinking we can either heat emboss it or use black. I think I'm going to use black. So my favourite is this VersaFine. I think it's sold out at Craft Stash at the moment, so Amazon may just have this one. You can get it in the tiny little square block as well. And there we have it. That's stamped really nice right in the centre. There. Well, it's a little bit wonky, but I'm happy. I'm absolutely happy with that one. I can live with that. Okay. Let's put this back onto the stamp sheet, which I've lost. Here it is. I will give him a nice little clean later on. Okay, and this is symmetrical, so if you don't get it right the first time, you can just turn it over and do it the other way. So I'm just going to clear off my chair now because I want to sit down for this. So I'm sitting down now. Can everyone still hear me? Because my microphone's is right by my camera now, so I'm hoping you can all still hear me. You have a choice here. You can go for alcoholic pens. I haven't done this with colouring pencils, so I'm going to give that a go. With all of my other samples, I used alcohol based pens like the Spectrum Noirs. I'm going to use these Arteza ones. Just as a disclaimer, I bought these ones myself. These are from Amazon. They weren't sent to me free, so I just need to say that. I have had products free from Arteza before, but these particular ones I bought myself. Okay, so there's absolutely loads in here. There's a link for these down below as well. So what colour shall we go for? Oh good, you can still hear me fine. Okay, so this is a blue, so maybe we're going to go for a red. I've still got my bit of scrap paper here. You can try that red. I'm just going to do quick colouring because this is a live video. So I'm going to colour in him, and my colouring isn't all that well practiced either. So this is literally just a quickie, just to get it coloured in. I know a lot of you love to colour and get the shadings right and the highlights nice and bright, but this is just a quick demo. Okay, so let's refer back to one of the coloured patterned paper here. So I do like to kind of have the same colour jacket and hat as well. So we're going to stick with the red hat, and I'm going to give him red. No, I'm not. I'm going to give him different coloured trousers. I'm thinking green. Again, my colouring isn't all that great. As long as I get it in the lines, I'm happy. Okay, so the bottom of his jacket. And I think, do we have a skin colour here? That's something I do with my alcohol pens as well. I just test the colour just to see. I have done in the past ruined stamped images because I didn't test it. Okay, so we're going to go for a green now. So we have this emerald green. We have moss. Moss sounds nice. Yes, we're going to go for oh no, that's a bit mossy. Let's do the emerald. Do we have forest green. There we go. It's going to go for racing car green. Forest green. That's the shade. Pop you away. Okay, so we're going to go for green trousers. I'm going to go for green cuffs too. And then I'm going to try and find a yellow here. Let's try this one. Yes, they do blend really well, Kim. Sunflower. Yes, I think I'll do sunflower. Oh, I put the skin one away as well. Let's keep that out. I need to do his face. So I'm going to go for the gold brass stuff now. So I'm going to have a brass trim here. Again, take your time with this, especially if you're really good and love colouring in. I'm sure yours will look really nice. And I'm going to do, I should have double stamped that. I have some bare areas there. Because I use the stamp positioner, I can then double stamp that. And I've already done the red over the button, so I can add maybe some drops on top of that at another time. Okay, and I just need a brown. I think I'm going to go for a brown for his hair. Got sienna brown. Yep. I'm going to leave his teeth nice and white, nice and bright. And again, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the yellow on the buckles there. This would be a lot easier, I think, with the alcohol pens. I had a better time with the alcohol pens in colouring. So again, you can heat emboss this one as well. I missed a little bit out on the sleeve here. There we go. Let's add a bit of shading there, a bit of dimension. Okay, so there is my little nutcracker. Okay, so this is going to go on here. Let's put all these away. My daughter Katie doesn't know about these. She probably does now if she's watching, but she doesn't know where I hide them. Okay, yeah, she likes to sneak in and take a few things. Helps herself to my supplies. Okay, so I'm just wiping off all of that powder. Some of the embossing powder does come off as well, so I'm trying not to rub too hard because I want to keep that luster of the silver. Okay, so now we can start popping this together. I'm just going to use some really thin red line tape. Don't worry if you're just joining us, there will be a replay on this as well, so you can just pop back and watch the replay. You can use glue if you want to, but I find you kind of want this to stick straight away, especially if you're going for the round one. Use tape for that. Okay, another thing I like to do is, if I'm using tape, just press it down. That's pressing the tape right into the card, and it's also going to make it a lot easier for you to take off the backing as well. So I'm just going to do the middle section first. There we go, there's the middle section, and now we can do the edges. So I think having triangular crackers would be really unusual to have on Christmas Day. Okay, so now we can push these in. There we go, make sure they go inwards and not outwards. This one's going out. If you get any that don't behave, you can always just like add a snip or a trim, and that should make it go in. Just don't do too many, or otherwise you'll have an open cracker. So we can have this one on here. Maybe I should have done blue trousers so it kind of matches. This would look better. Personally, I think this would look better on the red cracker here. But we're working on this one here, so we're going to add this one here. Maybe I might change it out for another one. I don't think I have any other ones. Okay, so we're going to go for a banner, I think, to go maybe behind him. Perhaps this is where you can build everything up, or maybe even a tree as well. This is where you can build up your scenes, and this is where the decisions need to be made, so you can have it this way as well. So what do you think I should do, guys? Let me know. Yes, very Toblerone, isn't it? Ah, thank you, Rena. You know, I had to order myself a large format die cutting machine to use my dies as well, because I only had a standard Big Shot, so that's why I have an A4 one too. I haven't looked back though. I use them both all of the time. I never put them away. They're both out. So okay, I need some help with decisions now, so pop them in the comments. So while I'm doing that, waiting for that, I'm going to grab the ribbon. We have the bells as well. So Debbie's saying long ways. That would look good, wouldn't it? And you can have that on your plate. Thing is though, when it's on your plate, it will be to the side like that. Maybe we could probably put something on each side. There is enough there. So Lynn, do you mean to have the tree behind him like that, and do a Merry Christmas with the banner? You could write someone's name on there as well. So Kim bought the Gemini so she could cut the backpack die. Gosh, I'm getting everyone into trouble now buying bigger machines. But that does open up the opportunity to try other brands as well that have the larger dies. Okay, so my ribbon here has kinks in it because it's been wrapped around, so to get most of the kinks out you can either iron it or just take a bone folder and drag it across, and that should get out a lot of the kinks, just like that. Okay, I'm just going to die cut a tree just to see, so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so I have the tree here now as well. So we have the tree. See, I'm really tempted just to move over now and just decorate the red one. I like the red one more. So we have the tree there, so maybe we could add the tree to this one. That's just like my sample. Okay, and I have used my own ribbon now. I've added some green. Right, so just reading the comments. Would like to see it standing up with a scene with it. That would look nice. So yeah, we could have a nice scene. So I'm going to use some dimensionals here. So Lynn's saying finish the red one. Okay, I'll finish the red one off with these lovely colours, and then I will show you how to add the cracker pull inside. And I do have sprigs. Did you see my sprigs, Debbie? You must have. I've got some here. I have a few leftover cutouts here. I do have sprigs. So let's pop this here. Then we'll have the Nutcracker there in front of it. So I'm doing a bit of overlapping now because it looks scenes look really nice when they're overlapped as well. So it needs something else now. So I do have, oh look, I've got a blue one, and I have all of these sprigs left over too. Pink bow. These are all my leftovers from my samples for the magazine. Got a blue bow down here as well. I also have some cutouts of the ballerina. Those are going to be good for heat embossing. And I do have an offcut from the banner. Do I have another offcut from the banner? This would look nice. We do have sprigs, so we can add sprigs. I love adding sprigs to things. We have some sprigs here. Always audition your always audition your bits and bobs as well. So to make these dark, these are darker than the green. I used the same green and then I inked them to make them a little bit darker. This does need something in front of it. So perhaps maybe the drum. I don't have time to do the drum today, but this would look good with his drum at the front, or a sentiment as well. So let's glue. These will all fall down, but let's glue these on. Okay, this glue will dry clear. This is Cosmic Shimmer, and I believe it is in stock at the moment. I've gone all quiet because I'm concentrating. So Debbie's saying you could have a white bow on the side with sprigs and bells. So I might have to get my glue gun out to attach the bells. So primarily the bells are for attaching to the ribbon. Okay, so it's looking like that now. It does need something else. This keeps falling off. Does need something else. So maybe that would look good there. I do have a blue one too, but I think that's a different colour scheme. Oh no, the blue does look okay. So we do have the banner here as well. That would look nice as well. So maybe I will use a banner. I'm thinking, guys, if it goes quiet, I'm thinking. So I think I might just, I'm going to put a plain banner on there. And I'm going to put someone's name on it. What am I looking for? I'm looking for cardstock. Yes, baubles would look good on the tree, and you do have a lot of baubles in the die set to choose from as well. Because I'm on limited time, and that's a bit fiddly. So we have these bells here, and we have all of these little ornaments there that you can decorate the tree with. That would look really, really nice. Yes, so I'll probably add a drum as well, but first I'm going to add just a plain banner to write someone's name on there. I'm just wondering what colour to go for. So what would look good, because we need to be able to write on it. So the blue. See, I'm making too many decisions now. Can't go for the green. I'm going to go for the pink, because then I can match the pink with a bow perhaps. See, I'm overthinking things now, so let's just get it down. Let's just get this down, and then I will show you how to put in the cracker pulls. I've dropped that on the floor, I think. Yep, plain white would go as well. You see, there's so many options with this kit as well, with this die set. So I'm going to add this. That's going to go across like that. And then you can write someone's name on it. So I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to pop this on with some more dimensionals. These are quite big. I do have a leftover sprig, so I can just add that somewhere as well. Okay, so that is a nice little cluster. So you can build up your nice little clusters with some of the characters, with the ballerina, the nutcracker, and the tree, and decorate the tree. There's so many options there. Okay, so let's finish this one off as well. I have a blue tree that just blends in. So I'm just going to show you how to add the ribbon. So I'm going to need some twine here. So I'm just going to grab myself some twine. Have some thread here. It's quite thin. It's a lot easier to thread the bells onto this twine and then attach that to your ribbon. I'll take out 2 of the bells. Got the ribbon here. Just trying to get everything ready. And if these crackers are a bit small, I do have another cracker in the Simply Made Crafts collection. That's bent, that's not going to go through, is it? And that's called the Ultimate Cracker Die Set. So that does a really nice big cracker. Again, perfect for personalising to your recipients. So I'm using the thread just because it's easier to put this onto thread than it is to thread the ribbon through, and that's for any sort of bell. If you have these tiny little bells at home, then that is the easiest thing to do. Okay, so I'm just going to now tie this around. I'm not going to do it tight because I want to get the bell on next. If you really want to, you can kind of tie it through those sections as well. This is a very fiddly thing to do. This will look really good with 2 bells on it as well. Because I'm using a decorative thread as well, this is just sewing thread, it just adds to it all, because it's going to be visible. Whatever you cut off, it's going to be, you know, visible, so it kind of blends in really nicely and goes well, coordinates. I think that's the word I was after. There we go. Let's tie our knot at the top. There we go. Again, I like to cut these at a slant. There we go, so that is the first one. That's the first bell. I should have pulled that a little bit tighter, so that is that. So now is the time to pop in your gifts on the other side, so perfect, you know, for popping little sweets in and little things like that. Don't forget your joke as well. And let's grab one of those crackers. I won't do that again. I won't be pulling another cracker. If you just joining us, I did pull one of these cracker pulls, and yeah, it hurt my ears, so I don't think I impressed anyone that was listening. Okay, so these go inside. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a little bit of tape. Just a tiny bit. On each side. Traditionally you would hold it with your thumb and then you'd fight over whatever end you didn't get. Obviously the end that you want has all the goodies in, but yeah, in our family we don't argue over that. Everyone has their cracker and everyone gets to keep their cracker. Okay, so I'm going to slide this through now. So best doing this bit first before you add all of your gifts in. So I can see that that has gone through. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to press that down. Now that is stuck in there. And then I'm just going to do the same on the other side. I think I stuck it too far in. Can't get the backing off that one now, so yeah, take both of the backings off and then glue that one down. I will have to sort that one out a bit later. Okay, so let's get on with the next one now. Again, I'm back to having the kinks, so I can just pull the kinks out with the bone folder, just slide it across. Okay, and I can attach my next little bell. If this is fiddly for you, you can always ask someone else to do this bit for you. There's always someone that enjoys this sort of thing, the fiddly work. So if you have one of those persons in your life, then utilize that to its maximum. Okay, so now we can tie the other half of the bow. Well, knot. I'm tying these in knots. You can do bows if you want to. But do remember that the aim of the game of this cracker is that they are to be destroyed if you pull them, that is. So if you kind of want to not have them destroyed, tie bows and tell people not to pull them and just to undo the bows and get the goodies inside. So tidy up. Okay, so that is the cracker added with the bells. This is our little montage there of the Nutcracker in the forest, so you can get really creative with the ballerina. You can decorate the tree. I don't know if there's I don't think there is a star, but you can always use a little star punch there to create a star for the top of the tree. And again, this will look nice with a bow somewhere. Anyway, I don't want to overfill that. That's just going to look just nice with the drum on there. So I'm just going to check everything is still good and the lighting's still good. I'm just going to pop that there, balance it. Okay, so that is my Papercraft Society box. I've made a huge mess, which I will have to tidy up. Exactly, yes, Lisa. The kids are going to love it, especially when you do personalise them as well, and then the crackers have their names on, and everyone knows they're going to get something that you've thought about as well. So I do have the box here as well. I have made such a huge mess. Whoops. So I'm just reading through the comments now. Yeah, so you're going to save a fortune on making homemade crackers instead. And it does make a difference from making your crackers instead of using the toilet roll inserts. So it's a little bit different. So yes, ta-da, well done, thank you. Okay, so just to recap, this is the Papercraft Society box number 13, which is the August box. I think it's August. I made a mess there. Let's close this up. There we go. So there are different subscriptions for this box. If there are any left over, it will go back to Craft Stash to be sold individually, but they'll be at a higher price, and we can't guarantee that there'll be any left after the subscriptions have gone out. So just to reiterate the details for this is, oh no, it's not August box, this is October's box. It's because I said we're in August, yeah. So this is the October's box. You have until the 20th of September to subscribe to get this box, and it's not something that you can get locked into. There are 3 different options. You can go month to month and cancel at any time for $24.99 a box. There's a 3 monthly subscription and an annual subscription, and the link to all of those details I've just read out, the link for that will be down below. So if you're curious, just pop along and have a look. And we do have some other boxes available from previous releases. We have I think Sam Calcott's box Major Surprise is still available. I know August, Christina Griffith's Card Making Magic, that is still available, and we haven't received yet Daisy May's one for September, so the September one will be shipping very shortly. So yeah, pop along to that link. And before I go, I just want to say that I do have a brand new Facebook group for sharing all of the makes that I make here on my YouTube channel. People send me a lot of photos, and I thought about just sharing them every time, but it would be so much easier to have a Facebook group where you can all share them yourself, and you know, people will comment and do the little love hearts and everything else, and it can really boost your confidence on your makes as well. And you can also ask for advice, and you can also share your Simply Made Craft makes on there too. So our Sam's has gone now, so it's just the Card Making Magic one left. I think so. I think that's it. That's left. So the link for that Facebook group will be down below as well, and I will, if you send me a request, I will accept you into the group. It's been quite busy on there today with people sharing things, and I have had a quick look. So tonight I'll be going back onto that after I've been on here, just to go through and, you know, click like and love hearts and write comments and as well. So that is the best place to socialize with me if you want to socialize. I'll be monitoring that every single day. I think that's everything. Oh, are you enjoying my Halloween series? I'm hoping that you are. I've had the first episode that has gone out, and that got some good some lovely comments from you guys as well, so that was really encouraging. I haven't done Halloween on my channel before, so something I'm trying out, because I love the blacks and the oranges together and the purples and things. So but it's not something that I've done before. So let me quickly show you that project. Here we go. So these are the Halloween projects that we made the other day. There's no link for this down below, but you'll be able to find this on my channel, and there's a playlist for Halloween as well. So this just lifts off. So this is the swing tray gift box, and I show you how to make this step by step. There's no dies involved other than a circle die for cutting these out. So this is all made from scratch if you love those sorts of projects. So that will be the previous video to this one, and I've already filmed another 3 videos for this series as well, so those will be coming out over the next couple of weeks, and I will be carrying on. I've got another 4 up my sleeve for filming next week as well, so I'm just going to keep going. And then after that it's Christmas, so if you love this sort of thing, then you can subscribe. And I'll definitely be moving on to Christmas very soon as well, because it's going to be, you know, it's going to be on very soon, Christmas, so it's not too far away. So yes, don't worry, Kim, just spam with your photos, because I just love seeing what everyone else has made. And a few of you have already put your versions of this, so if you do have a version of this, your own version that you've made, feel free to share those on the Facebook page as well. So I want to build a really lovely community. So whether you guys want a name, you could be Simply Made Crafters, or, you know, something like that. I'm up for name suggestions as well. There is that. So it is now 9:20, so I have gone 20 minutes over. So where do I find the time? I have to make it. No, I don't sleep. No. I literally have to put everything in the diary and jiggle it all around, fit everything in, and then forget about anything that's not too important. That can wait. So they won't be alive next Saturday because it's a bank holiday weekend, and during that week after, my children are going back to school. So I just want a fresh week just for family and stuff. So I'm going to be squirreling away next week, getting ready for that week, to make sure that there's no gaps or anything like that, and that there's no gaps when I come back. Yeah, my daughter's starting a brand new school. Oh, it's gone laggy. I'm still here. Oh, I think I'm back. It went a bit funny there for a moment, but yeah, my daughter's starting a brand new school in just under 2 weeks. So I think it's about a week and a half now. So we're all gearing ourselves up for going back to school, which is, it's exciting. They've had 6 months off, and it's been an experience with me and Mr. G working from home and the kids doing their homeschooling and everything. So yes, Lynn, September is round the corner. So okay, so I think I've mentioned anything. If there's anything I've forgotten, it should be linked down below. And again, if you have any questions or watch on the replay, just ask in the comments there. Please join the Facebook group. There's a link for that down below. So Cherie's saying that the school started there already. I think yes, you have. Are you in the US? So that's kind of exciting. Yes, longest school holiday ever. Definitely. It's like 4 summer holidays. Yeah. Actually, it hasn't been that bad. My son's read about, let me count, 12 books. He's read 12 books. And he's literally ran out of that series. The next book isn't out till October. And he's like, I've got to wait till October. So yeah, he's on the waiting list now. I've ordered the book. It will come when it's released, so he's happy about that. So she's in Texas, yes. So I'm hoping everyone has gone back to school okay, and people are like, are they going to come back off school? Are they going to be back to homeschooling? But we're excited for this new start. Even if they just go for a week, I'm happy with that. Just empty the house for a week. So okay, so I'm gonna go off now. I'm gonna go straight into the Facebook group and click accept on all of the requests and everything, and I'll start writing back to you guys. So I will see you all over there if you fancy joining. So I have a video for next Saturday that's filmed, it's set up, it's ready to go for next Saturday. So there's no live next week, but there is a Halloween video for you that on Saturday night, so it's ready to go. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.